Hey, peace world. Thanks for pressing play on another Pay Me No Mind sports and entertainment video. My name is Wood. Please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. Any engagement on the video, any video, would be appreciated 3,000%. That's the way to any topics, subjects, recaps, reviews, breakdowns, analysis. If you appreciate any of that, a comment, share the video, hit that like button. It only takes a second to show a little bit of support that does more than you could know, that accomplishes more than you could understand. So with that said, man, let me get into this. I'm gonna talk about a little bit of music. Brother reached out to me about his single. And it was just like, you're doing reviews and whatnot. I'm kind of honored that somebody would ask me what my opinion is. So anyway, the artist's name is L Smooth Mensah. The song is called Make Love. The producer is a brother that's no longer with us. Passed away in 2014. His name was Spider, the wise musician. He produced the track. Pretty decent job on the beat. I mean, above average job on the beat, honestly. And then he's also joined on this cut. L Smooth Mensah is joined by a brother named Continental Cudd. I know L Smooth Mensah is out of Oklahoma. Cudd lets us know that. So I guess he is too, because he lets us know on the second verse. And that's it. A little background on these cats. L Smooth Mensah said that he started being serious about rap back in 2010. He's toured in the Midwest and opened for acts such as Rakim, Twista, Killer Mike, of soloist Killer Mike, as well as one half of Run the Jewels. And then as well as Sky Zoo, Sci High the Prince, and Elzai, and plenty more. And I can tell by how polished this song is, and the verses are, the delivery of the verses, that he knows his way around a studio and putting a song together and putting a project together. So his catalog consists of 2 EPs, 2 mixtapes, and 2 albums. And this track, Make Love, is from a 2018 album, his most recent. I Know What You're Listening to This Summer. You can check him out on the gram at L Smooth Mensah, and on Twitter at 1L Smooth. When I saw Mensah, listening to the brother's comment on another video and in the email that he sent me, when I saw Mensah, I was thinking like Mensa Society, intelligence, IQ, so on and so forth. And when he sent me the joint, I was like, okay, let me check this out. And I didn't know where it was going when I heard the first sample. I mean the hook, which is Make Love. Is somebody singing it? I don't know if that's a sample or one of them sang this or whatever. But it repeats throughout the song. There's also a chorus that says, it says, make love. People have no fear. We only here to make love to your ears. Make love. Substance so strong, might have you on the verge of tears. There's also a pretty dope video, a well conceived and well shot video for this. If you want to see what these brothers look like, I love it that it's very it's kind of like coffee house or spoken wordish. My brother has like some stylish leanings from the motherland. And the video is basically like a brother is out on a date with somebody, with the female, and it's like, I don't know if they're going just out to eat or to dine out, or just like a listening party to like go see some spoken word people. Just go somewhere quiet to build with a lady that you're interested in. And then Mensah, L Smooth, and Continental Cudd are back in the food prep area, the kitchen, mixing in different ingredients to make to chef up a dish. And so then they take it out there to the couple, and it's like Twista, Jay-Z, and XXL magazine or something, and the Wu-Tang Clan. It's like different things that they've been sprinkling into the pot to make a dope dish. So I thought, like I said, I like the way that it was. I like all of the imagery in it and whatnot, the visuals. It all really came together well. So getting to the song, like I said, man, when I started it out, I kind of didn't know where it was going based on because the Make Love is a little high pitched, and you kind of need to hear it with the loop, and you kind of have to get a feel of what the vibe of the track is. And so I started picking up on that. Like I said, the track is a really simple loop, which music doesn't have to be. The track doesn't always have to be sophisticated for it to be a dope record or a dope song. But it's kind of the same. I don't know, 5 to 8 second loop or something, just going throughout the track. One thing that I'll say, again, very polished delivery by both fellas. You can understand everything. I think one thing that they do on the record is they keep it succinct. They get in and out rather quickly. I mean, they both do their verses, a verse apiece, and then they get into the chorus, and then the song. They do the hook a little bit more after Continental Cudd's verse. And I think that's where they kind of shortchanged themselves, because maybe maybe they could have put a third verse in here where they did some back and forth, because they kind of play well, they mesh well together. And they maybe could have gotten in some, like the locks. They could have got us some, some back and forth on it, and just threw another verse in. I felt like they left some yards or some points on the court. They could have took some extra shots, honestly. But let's get into it, man. I'm running out of time here, but I could tell the brother was a little older. Hey, I got some salt and pepper in my beard, man. But I went the first opening bar. My man said something about Nat King, Unforgettable Cold. And Nat King Cole really isn't a mention that we hear a lot today in a lot of hip hop, current hip hop. So that had me wondering, like, who is this brother? But he had the Nat King line in there. He does another thing that kind of is a tell that he's a little older, a little seasoned, a veteran. And he gets into the next line and says something about I'm ill, so that means I'm shocking. EEL. And then comes back ILL in the next verse. And we don't get a lot of spelling in music anymore, in hip-hop anymore. Shout out to K Solo with like Spellbound. A lot of rappers used to spell words back in the day. Nowadays, with all the dumbed down rap, the mumbling and all that, like I said, we don't see a lot of usage of spelling out words anymore. So I thought that was a dope homage to how things used to be. He gets into it talking about I get the crowd jumping like scoring plays in Green Bay. Says something about put some Lowrys on them, turn them into fillets. Something get the crowd jumping like scoring plays in Green Bay. Softer than Continental held by Eric Benet. And then also comes back to say it's because I guess maybe they have a AKA like L Smooth and Mensah and Continental Cudd, known as, and then they say also known as Einstein and Edison. So like I said, I'm getting that kind of confirms that this Mensah might have been a hit on intelligence. But then he comes back and finishes verse with something Smooth and Cudd or something, favored by 20 points, easily cover the spread with these rap joints. Like I said, he keeps I don't even know if it's a full 16, to be honest with you, but that's not a negative. Like I said, the song is pretty tight. They might look at it like, we know you don't, we know your attention span is short. We're going to get in, get off, and keep it moving. And so I thought, like I said, he delivered his verse very cleanly and had some punches in there, had some different references, mentioned some sports teams, some sports metaphors and whatnot. that's a way to attract listeners to the joint and give people something to listen to. And then, like I said, the ill versus ill, ILL, a little bit of wordplay, showed a nice little bit of versatility, a nice amount of versatility in his rhymes. So then, like I said, we jump into the chorus, and then to close it out comes in this brother Continental Cudd. Like I said, they play well off of one another. I was trying to think of who Cudd kind of reminded me of. I thought it was Evidence at first. You hear Evidence sometime with Fonte, but I think Evidence's voice is a little bit more nasal. An easy comparison would be kind of Souls of Mischief, one of those dudes in there somewhere. Both of these guys, like I said, have very clean vocals when they go through their verses and whatnot. But I couldn't really put a finger on it. But both very respectable rappers. Continental Cudd starts out with something like, well, let me say R.I.P. to the great. Give some love to, he says, R.I.P. to the great, to the homie Spider. And then comes back and says, shout out to my B's and Lokes. Something, my presidential flow, it doesn't need a vote. My campaign is champagne. And then I also like how he comes back and says, he has a line in here, something about like, you know what? When I get to send, I'm filling in some blanks here, but it's like, you got to tell people certain keywords and hot phrases and whatnot to be appealing to a lot of different people. So I feel like he's saying something in here like, despite the fact that we not all guns, violence, the harder street themes, that I'm still after the money. You know, I'm still doing this to get paid. I'm still chasing dreams, financial security and whatnot. So he has some line in here about the money, I'm after that too. And then he comes back with some more easily relatable themes. He says, I'ma light a L and blow a O and put the O on. He comes back, I'm Oklahoma's own, which obviously lets me know where both of these guys were from. He said something 283 might be the area code or something for where they're from. But like I said, he keeps his verse pretty short too. It goes back into the chorus, and then they have like a little bit of ad libs, and just kind of a variation of the chorus. Or maybe it's the chorus repeated a couple of times, but they change it up, you know, for the outro of the song. So again, man, it's Make Love is the joint. I didn't know what I was gonna hear, but I thought they did. I thought they both rappers did a pretty decent job. Like I said, I can tell that they're not that there's some seasoned dudes, and I can see this being performed. I mentioned on another video for Sky Zoo, a review that I just did was 4 or 5 acts that performed before Sky Zoo came out. And you know, I've been to a couple of shows in Columbus, Ohio, and different groups get on, and you can tell that the guys who are farther along in their performing, and then their songwriting and creating songs and improving how catchy they are or how concise they are, you know, and you know, everybody likes a well put together song, man, and I think Make Love is definitely well put together. I kind of mentioned some guys, some comps, some comparables that you know, if you like a Little Brother, maybe even a Tribe, some of the native tongue cats, a Common, it's all kind of in that vein right there. I wouldn't say, you know, they're conscious, a Backpack. I wouldn't kind of throw that label on them, but definitely some dudes with some thoughtful lyrics. And, you know, I would suggest check them out. The Make Love video is out there on YouTube. You can find that very easily. Again, L Smooth Mensah and Continental Cudd. Gave you the IG information and Twitter, so check them out. And until next time, man, my name is Wood. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. I forgot, man, I was on my LeBron James barbershop vibe today, having me a little bit of wine, and that's it. So let me get on out of here. Peace.